Ramaji, English teacher. Today we are going to continue the lesson third part, the invention of the Vita-Wonk. Here in this part we are going to learn two poems. One is Dad and the Cat and the Tree. Another one is the Garden Snake. Have you ever seen a cat climbing a tree? Before going into the lesson, let's have a glance on overview of the lesson. Here in this lesson, we have three main parts. They are Dad and the Cat and the Tree poem, Working with the poem, Garden Snake poem, and Working with the poem. Before going into the lesson, let's see what are the learning objectives that you will achieve after the ending of the poems. By the end of these poems, you will be able to predict what could have happened if Dad had succeeded in getting the cat down from the tree. Know the meanings for the new words. Recite and practice the poem from memory, paying attention to the rhyming scheme and rhythm. Answer the questions related to the poems. Be ready to enter into the first part of the activity, Dad and the Cat and the Tree poem. This is an intro activity. The author of this poem, Dad and the Cat and the Tree, is Mr. Kit Wright. Kit Wright is the author of more than 25 books for both adults and children and the winner of many prestigious awards. Let us see what the poem is and how humorous it would be. Before entering into the poem, have a glance on intro of the poem. Children, have you ever seen any animal or bird which is in trouble? That means stuck in a tree or attic or in thrones, etc. Did you try to save the animal or bird? How did you save it? Sometimes we may succeed or sometimes we may fail, even in helping the animal, isn't it? So, here in this poem, Dad and the Cat and the Tree, a cat stuck up in a tree which cannot get down without help. If you were there, how would you help it? Let's see how the dad in this poem tried to help the cat to get down from the tree and what were his plans. Did he got success or not? Etc. So without any delay, let us move into the humorous poem Dad and the Cat and the Tree. This morning a cat got stuck in our tree. Dad said, "Right, just leave it to me." The poet speaks of an incident when a cat got stuck up in the tree in his garden. It could not come down without help. The tree was tall and shaky, and his father got ready to rescue the cat. He thought he was a good climber, and bringing the cat down was an easy game for him. The tree was oblique. The tree was tall. Mom said, "For goodness sake, don't fall." The tree was tall and shaky. Father got ready to rescue the cat. He thought he was a good climber, and bringing the cat down was an easy game for him. He ignored the warnings of his wife. "Fall," scoffed Dad. "A climber like me? Child's play this is. You wait and see." His wife was warning him that he may fall when he climbs up a tree, but the dad did not listen to her. He thought he was a good climber, and bringing the cat down was an easy game for him. Dear children, let's see some meanings of new words in this poem. Wobbly, unsteady. Wobbly, unsteady. For goodness sake, an exclamation expressing protest. For goodness sake, an exclamation expressing protest. Scoffed, laughed mockingly. Scoffed, laughed mockingly. Child's play, very easy to do. Child's play, very easy to do. Now let's move into the another stanzas of the poem. He got out the ladder from the garden shed. It slipped. He landed in the flower bed. Father brought out a ladder from the shed, but as he climbed it, it slipped. He fell on the ground in the flower bed. Never mind, said Dad, brushing the dirt off his hair and his face, and his trousers and his shirt. But he did not accept defeat. As Dad fell from the tree, he said, never mind, while brushing the dirt off his hair and his face and clothes. We'll try plan B. Stand out of the way. Mom said, don't fall again, okay? So he got ready to try his plan B. He was confident of success this time. His wife warned him again that don't fall again, okay? Fall again, said Dad. Funny joke. Then he swung himself up on a branch. It broke. As his wife warned him against falling, Dad said, fall, showing an expression of confidence that a climber like him can never fall. As his wife warned him again, he said, funny joke, again boasting his climbing skill. Dad landed all up, back on the deck. Mom said, stop it, you will break your neck. So he climbed the tree and swung on a branch, but it broke under his weight and he fell down again. Poet's mother was afraid that he would break his neck. Rubbish, said Dad. Now we'll try plan C. Easy as winking to a climber like me. Dad said this as he was yet again warned by his wife when he fell after trying plan B too. I have plan C now. Then he climbed up high on the garden wall. Guess what? He did not fall. For him, the task was as easy as winking. He leaped and climbed up again on the garden wall safely. Did you guess what happened this time? This time he jumped to the bend in the tree trunk right on the cat. He gave a great leap and he landed flat in the crook of the tree trunk right on the cat. So this time he jumped to the bend in the tree trunk right on the cat. So here crook of the tree trunk means curved part of the tree. The cat gave a yell and sprang to the ground, pleased as Punch to be safe and sound. The cat gave a loud shriek and fell on the ground. It suffered no injury. So it's smiling and smirking, smug as can be. But poor old dad still stuck up the tree. So it was smiling and was safe. Poor old dad got stuck up in the tree in place of the cat. So this is about the funny poem Dad and the Cat and the Tree. The rhyming scheme in this poem is A, B, C, B. That is, endings of second and fourth lines give the same rhyming. Some rhyming words are tree, me, tall, fall, me, see, shed, bed, dirt, shirt, way, okay, broke, joke, deck, neck, see, me, wall, fall, flat, cat, ground, sound, bee, tree, etc. Children, you also follow with me and try it again. Children, Let's see the meanings of some new words in this poem. Landed wallop, fell heavily. Landed wallop, fell heavily. Pleased as punch, very pleased. Pleased as punch, very pleased. Safe and sound, unhurt. Safe and sound, unhurt. Smirking, to smile in an affected. To smile in an affected. Smug, contentedly confident of one's ability. Self satisfied. Smug, contentedly confident of one's ability. Self satisfied. So, these are the meanings of new words in this poem. Children, let's see the summary of the poem Dad and the Cat and the Tree. The poem is a humorous illustration of the actions of elders. Father boastfully climbed on the tree to save a cat. He became a subject of mockery for the bystanders. The poet successfully told a story in a humorous and lyrical way. The poet speaks of an incident when a cat got stuck up in the tree in his garden. It couldn't come down without help. The tree was tall and shaky. His father got ready to rescue the cat. He thought he was a good climber, and bringing the cat down was an easy game for him. Ignoring mother's warnings, his father brought out a ladder from the shed. But as he climbed it, it slipped. He fell on the ground in the flower bed. But he didn't accept defeat. He brushed the dirt off his clothes and face. He got ready to try his plan B. He was confident of success this time. He climbed the tree and swung on a branch, but it broke under his weight, and he fell down again. Poet's mother was afraid that he would break his neck, but he got ready with plan C. For him, the task was as easy as winking. He leaped and climbed up again on the garden wall safely. This time, he jumped to the bend in the tree trunk right on the cat. The cat gave a loud shriek and fell on the ground. It suffered no injury. It was smiling and was safe. But poor old dad got stuck up in the tree in the place of the cat. So, this is the summary of the poem Dad and the Cat and the Tree. Is it funny? Yes. Children, now you have to think answer the following questions. Why was Dad sure he would not fall? That is, Dad says that removing cat from the tree is a child's play for him. Why was Dad sure he would not fall? Now you try to answer this question. Children, here is another question for you. Which phrase in the poem expresses Dad's self confidence best? Think over it and express your ideas. Children, hope you understand the poem clearly. Now, describe plan A and its consequences. Okay? Next question is, dear students, at last the author could climb the tree with plan C. But what went wrong in the plan? You have to explain it. So, plan C was a success. What went wrong then? That is the question for you. Another question. Children, pick the phrase from the poem which expresses The meaning of the cat was very happy to be in the ground. That is, the cat was very happy to be on the ground. Pick out the phrase used to express this idea. Another question is, describe the cat and dad situation in the beginning and at the end of the poem. Children, now you describe the situations of the cat and the dad in the beginning and at the end of the poem. Okay? Next, move into another question. Why and when did dad say each of the following? So, here in this poem, he said some words in every stanza. So, when did he say these words? You have to answer. One is fall, never mind, funny joke, rubbish. So, he says some phrases when he was trying to remove the cat from the tree. Now, you have to say when does he says the above words. Here is the last question for you. Do you find the poem humorous? Read aloud lines which make you laugh. Now, this is a funny question. Read the lines which makes you laugh. So, this is about the task working with the poem. Now, children, you have one more poem here, that is Garden Snake. So, here we are today with a new poem, Garden Snake, of our Honeycomb book from grade 7, written by Morel L. Sonny. Have you ever seen a snake in your surroundings? Have you ever seen a snake fighting a mongoose or getting into a hole or swimming in the river? Did you afraid of snakes? The way they move, the scare us. So, we are going to study about a poem which is going to change our perception. Everyone, almost everyone, believes that snakes are dangerous, but most of the snakes are not dangerous. If I show you a garden snake which is not harmful and eat only insects, you can believe my words. Okay, children, let us know about a garden snake in this poem. And we are going to start the beautiful poem Garden Snake, written by Morel L. Sonny. So, this poem is a very short poem. So, let me start reading out. I saw a snake and ran away. Some snakes are dangerous, they say, but mother says that kind is good and eats up insects for his food. The poem Garden Snake is a simplistic description of a harmless snake. The young child narrator encounters a snake in the garden and runs away from it out of fear. However, his mother informs him that certain kinds of snakes are not dangerous at all. They feed merely on insects. So, when he wiggles in the grass, I will stand aside and watch him pass and tell myself there is no mistake, it's just a harmless garden snake. She advised him that it is a harmless creature and there is no need to tremble with fear or run away. The young child loses his fear now and decides that next time when he encounters a snake, he will stand aside and make way the garden snakes to pass. So, this is the poem Garden Snake. Here, wiggles means move or cause to move up and down or from side to side with small rapid movements. Here is a summary of the poem Garden Snake. The poem Garden Snake is a simplistic description of a harmless snake. The young child narrator encounters a snake in the garden and runs away from it out of fear. However, his mother informs him that certain kinds of snakes are not dangerous at all. They feed merely on insects. She advised him that it is a harmless creature and there is no need to tremble with fear or run away. The young child loses his fear now and decides that next time when he encounters a snake, he will stand aside and make way the garden snakes to pass. Children, now you have to answer the following questions. Pick out the line that suggests that the child is afraid of snakes. Options are A. I saw a snake and ran away. B. Some snakes are dangerous, they say. C. But mother says that kind is good. Yes, your answer is correct. Option A is the correct answer. Next question is, which line shows a complete change of the child's attitude towards the snakes? Read it aloud. Options are A. And tell myself there is no mistake. B. I will stand aside and watch him pass. C. It's just a harmless garden snake. Yes, children, you answered well. Option C is the correct answer. Here is the next question for you. But mother says that kind is good. What is mother referring to? Options are A. Garden, B. Garden snake, C. Tree. Yes, your answer is correct. Option B. Garden snake is the correct answer. Awesome. One more question for you. Find the word that refers to the snake's movements in the grass. Options are A. Wigless, B. Dangerous, C. Insect. Yes, you answered well. Option A is the correct answer. Awesome. One more question for you. There are four pairs of rhyming words in the poem. Say them aloud. Children, here in this poem, there are four pairs of rhyming words. Find and say them aloud. Next, move to another question. A snake has no legs or feet, but it moves very fast. Can you guess how? Discuss in the group. So, now this is a science based question. A snake has no legs or feet, but it moves very fast. How? Guess it and answer. Can you recall the word used for a cobra's long, sharp teeth? Where did you come across this word first? Cobra is a dangerous and poisonous snake. It has sharp teeth. They are called fangs. So, this is the answer for the question.